Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. I am going to be doing my rebuttal. How are you doing, Mick, by the way, before we get into this? How you doing? You all right? You ready for this?
I'm right, mate. I'm right.
You ready for this or not? You ready?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, all right.
All right, let's do it. All right, well, let's kick it off. All right, so starting in goal, I'm starting with Pope as well for the time being. I know that within 2 weeks, we're going to know who their number one is. We just know it's going to happen.
Bit of a Burnley loving, I see, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have the most amount of minutes and all that kind of stuff. So, obviously, I've got Pope at the moment. It won't be Hart. If Hart ends up being their number one somehow, I'm not going to start with Hart. I'm not. There's no chance. But
no, there is no chance.
Only for the fact that he can't control his defense. That's the only fact. Like, I think he's a great keeper. Honestly, I rate him as a keeper. I think he's a good keeper, but his communication with the defense is bad. So, my backup as well is unfortunately Ryan. If Pope does fall through, because my backup keeper is Button anyway. So it's definitely going cheap at the back. Cheap.
Nice. So we have that in common.
Oh, touche. Oh, is Button yours as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, touche. All right. Oh, well, let's move on to the defense. We'll get in there straight away. So we've got
similar defense you got there.
We've got three of the same players. We've got the two Liverpool dynamic duo, the wing backs, TAA, Robertson.
I'm not surprised.
They're essentials. I think TAA is going to have a ripper year. I think obviously the back end of last season with his 11 pointers, like 3 weeks in a row, whatever it was. He's just special. He's on set pieces, on corners. I've mentioned it in the versus video with the other Liverpool defenders that I can see TAA being on penalties in the near future. Not yet, but in the near future. He's so good with the dead ball. I think that Klopp's going to unleash that in the future.
Yeah, you were pumping up his tires massively.
I just love the composure on the kid. He's a kid, and he's a match winner, and he's a right back. He's a right back.
You know what I mean? That Champions League final was massive for us. So, no, I can see why having them. I mean, I think honestly, I feel a bit dirty owning the defense that obviously we both have this season, just because I feel like we know so much more than I knew, say, last season. I know these guys are going to haul massively this season, so I've got them, and I'm not going to take them out. So you know what I mean? It feels dirty. It feels a little bit dirty.
A bit seedy, yeah. Go have a bath. Come on. Get in there. Come on, hit the showers. So look, for me, Robbo was my guy last year. Robbo basically gave me the win over you with his performances in the last few weeks as well. Not basically, but he was a part of the reason anyway. So I love Robbo, and for me to be pumping TAA's tires up like that, it's crazy. It just shows the TAA loving I've got. Anyway, we'll move forward. So Digne as well. We mentioned it in the previous pod video. Digne, Everton, I don't think that there's going to be that much of a fallout with Everton defence without Zuma. Like, we've got to think about it. At the start of last season, everyone looked at Zuma like he was a player that was going to shortfall their defence. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was going to be a problem area in their defence. All of a sudden, he turned that around with Bloody Silva turned that around with their performances. I got to respect what Silva did with Everton. He resurrected them. He was on the chopping block once upon a time last season.
True, that's very true.
And he turned it around nicely. And that was without a real centre forward. You know what I mean? Like, he chopped and changed with Cenk, Richo, and Calvin Lewin. So I think that Everton's not going to have a fallout at the back. I think they're going to be tip-top, ripping, ready to go. And Digne's going to be doing Digne. He's going to be scoring goals. Like, he's a goal-scoring left back.
I'm so surprised you didn't own him last season. I can't even fathom.
You know what? I don't think I did. Like, it was because of the fact that he was in a leaky Everton defense, and it was something that I don't know. I didn't like it, and I never seen him attack. Not attack like that. I didn't expect his attacking returns to be that that influential for Everton. He was impressive.
Yeah.
So I've learned from my last season, and he's in.
Learned your lesson.
Yeah, I definitely did, Mr. Digne. So look, rounding out, I've got two bench fodders, fours. So I've got Sergio Rico at the moment. I know. I think Charlie D'Angelo is a bit injured, and what's the other guy on the right? Francis is done his. I think he's out for the first half of the season. I think he did his ACL or something. Poor guy. So that means that obviously Smith will be on the right, even though they signed that Lloyd Kelly. So I'm not too sure if he fits into the mix there. But I just think that Rico might start the season in my team, and then eventually whoever the real full player is, if it's Kelly or whatever, I'm sure I'll get him in the first few weeks anyway, or in the World Cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
See what happens there.
And Hanley, really? Hanley?
Yeah. Can you let me do my team reveal, please? Yeah. Hanley. So Hanley's my last one. So he's their captain. I feel like I love a captain. Yeah. That's something that we should plug it a little bit as well. Like we're going to release an FPL book in the near future, written by this guy right here, and a bit of me as well. But yeah, that's something that I'm going to have in there is basically captains. Yeah, that's like Captain Morgan. You know what I mean? Morgan scores captain's goals. You know, Morgan. You're not going to put Morgan in. Why would you put Morgan in? But I'm just saying.
Talk about the rum, right?
Hey.
Talk about the rum. Spice rum. It's good rum.
Captain Morgan, exactly. But yeah, I'm just saying, as in like captains are captains. They're leaders. Look, I know, not that I know what it's like to be a leader, but I do. You know, I've led a team a few times, and I know that you got to step up and you got to lead by example when the going gets tough. And it's something that if Hanley gets given the chance to be their captain, he can be a goal scoring forward player that you wouldn't even expect. I'm just saying, if he gets the chance to play that position, I know they got injuries in the centre back division, and I think that Godfrey is going to be their guy.
Wow. So that's your whole little spiel on Hanley, really? Did you write that down before we came on air? Is that what you did?
That was just like, wow. I just love captains. This is not even just for Hanley. This is for your season. This is a lesson right here, man. Okay. Captains are important players to have. I'm just saying, because they're going to score important goals because they're leaders. It's simple. All right. Okay. Move forward.
Please move on from Hanley.
It was more so captains, all right? Get out of here. Okay. All right, so midfield, mids. So we're starting with Salah. Yeah, it's simple. It's Salah.
Say no more.
Yeah. And leading past your video with Sigurdsson as well. So Sigurdsson's obviously in there, and I think that Sigurdsson is someone that he's going to find his way into a lot of teams because of the set pieces and because of the penalties and the VAR, and he's just a boss. He's just a jet in the middle of the park. He just scores. He scores crackers. He attempts crackers. I love the fact that he attempts crackers.
That's very true.
His composure, his technical ability is ridiculous. His passing is beautiful. He is a rare player in the modern times. Look at me pumping up everyone, man. I just love Sigurdsson for the fact that he's a playmaker, and then there's not many of them around.
Yeah,
he's a dying species. You know, I love him.
Yeah, fair enough. I love Sigurdsson too. So yeah, no, keep going.
Yeah. So moving forward as well. So Perez as well. So we spoke about that. I thought that he was going to be my knight in shining armor, which you didn't have, but you seem to have him in your team somehow, you bastard.
Yep. Got him in there.
Yeah. So I just think that like we said in the last one as well, he's going to be playing out of position. He's going to be most likely behind the striker, and if Vardy's injured, he might be playing as a striker as well. Yet to see what happens, I suppose, but I think that Perez is another one that's I love my out of position players, and I think that Perez will be taking a lot of shots and he'll be taking a lot of duties off Vardy because Vardy had way too much responsibility last season.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's gonna be good to have someone to take a little bit of the load off Vardy's shoulder. It's gonna be good for Leicester having that different outlet, you know. But I mean, he's still gonna play up with Vardy. I'm sure they'll form a really nice partnership together. But as well as that, you can't go past him. He's a good option.
I think that Ayose enables Maddison. I think that he's going to enable Maddison points. I think Maddison's going to be. He'll score more set pieces. I think Maddison this season. Obviously, Vardy's on pens, but I just think that Maddison will be more influential. I know he was your love child early in last season. You loved Maddison.
Yeah, he got me some points.
Madison. So it's. I think it's going to definitely enable him, and even Tielemans as well. I think that Leicester's going to have a really good season. I think they could be a bit of a surprise packet with Everton as well. I think Everton's going to have a good season as well. So
nice.
And let's see what happens with Wolves in that respect, because Wolves were the surprise packet last year with their Europa League commitments and their fixture pile up early in the season. Is
true.
that going to affect them? We'll see. We'll see. But so moving forward, so all right, so our two differentials. So I have got Ryan Fraser, Ryan Julie Fraser. Man, so
I'm not
your nemesis.
I'm really not looking forward to game week 1 rolling around. Me checking live score or watching a game, and the game coming up. Wilson goal, Fraser assist. Oh wait, they just scored another. Fraser goal, Wilson assist. It's going to be super upsetting.
I said it in one of those videos, man. They shower together. They probably sleep in the same room. They love each other, man. They're
I want one of them. I really want one of them, but no, good on you. Good on your friend Fraser. I think he's a great option. 7.5 million, awesome option.
Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna. At the moment, I'm on Fraser. I really want to start with him. He looked after me last season. I feel like I need to reward him. But anyway, rounding out the squad, there's been a lot of noise about this guy in the respect that there's lack of love for him. That's what the noise is. The noise is the lack of love. Zaha. The Zaha is someone that at 7 million is a steal. For me, it doesn't matter where he plays. He can play for bloody Aston Villa. It doesn't matter who he's going to play for. He should be in your team because he's 7 mil VAR. That's the reason being is that VAR. Like I've always been looking for penalty takers, the whole years. Now all of a sudden, this is something new, and I'm looking for penalty getters. And this is one-on-one guy.
Penalty getters, that's a thing.
That's the thing. And this guy is going to earn penalties. He's going to get yellow carded. We know that because look, I'm familiar with the VAR. I've watched a lot of other leagues, and I know that sometimes you'll get the penalty given by the raw right, by the referee. All of a sudden, VAR gets involved. This guy goes to the referee, who's sweating, who's doing this. He's like watching the video like this, and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I gave that penalty. I've got to give this guy a yellow card." Goes on the screen, no penalty, yellow card for Zaha, and hopefully Zaha just doesn't get sent off from one of those things. That'll kill him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there is a lot of talk about Zaha. I mean, a lot of transfer rumors. Obviously, the Arsenal one is the heaviest one, but I mean, there was apparently a report saying that Bayern were interested. Palace have whacked a £80 million
80 million
release clause on him. Or that's what they think he's worth. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to pay that for him personally.
Far out, man. They're taking the absolute piss, aren't they? They really are. I reckon you'd take 50, even though the thing is, Premier League teams don't need to take transfer money anymore. They've got too much money as it is with all the deals, all the TV deals and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
They can, it's even like Maguire, £80 million for Maguire. Why didn't United just go and sign bloody Toby Alderweireld? I don't get that. He was available for £28 million or something.
Yeah,
and
true.
It's just dumb. You're going to get a good 3 years out of him. Maybe they're going to keep Toby for a couple of keep Harry for a couple of years and then sell him anyway. Who knows? But whatever.
Strange one.
Let them do what they want to do. But
nice options, I like it.
Yeah, so that's my midfield there. So I've gone pretty heavy in the midfield at the moment. So I'm 5 heavies. So I just think that there's going to be good value in the midfield, as well as I didn't mention, but that's probably that is hands down my heaviest defense history. Usually I start my defense. You are my witness. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4. That's my usual defense. I just don't even bother.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's another part of the book that you're going to release is that times have changed. It's a different reality we live in 2018, 19 than what it was, 2012, 2013 kind of thing. So, players like TAA and Robbo are value picks. Really good.
So true, mate. So true.
Yeah, so so that's my the mid and the defense. And now moving on to the forward line, I've got a nice name in there for you, but we're going to start with the Green. I think Greenwood. He's earned his name to anyone that's got a 4.5 or probably under 6.5 price bracket. Besides, if you've got maybe Sharp or something, I don't know. Or even
some people love him Sharp because he scored.
You never know. Sharp is a wait and see, and Wesley's someone that you just never know. He's on pens for Villa. He came with a hefty price tag. Even Jolinton, these guys come from massive price tags, and
who is this Jolinton guy? Is he any good?
Yeah, look, I've not properly seen him play like when I actually have a recollection of the game. Like I've watched him play, but I didn't really, I didn't embrace
It
what,
was.
you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
fair enough. Yeah,
Which is different to really focusing, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
it's it.
but yeah, so yeah, Joelinton and Wesley, they're both they're both their stats are decent. They're not magic. They're not worth that price. I don't think. Like we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So I think they're both watch this space players though. They're both going to be on penalties. You'd assume for their teams. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So anyway, Mason Greenwood. He's found his way into my team. 4.5. I think I said it in your video as well.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to be like I wouldn't say a poor man's Rashford because this guy's got talent. Like he's going to be a Rashford junior in the respect that he's going to start on the wing and he's going to be a backup to the forward. You know what I mean? Especially if Lukaku does leave. And is he going to go?
Lukaku, mate. Fridge too far. I don't know. He should leave. I think he's not. He's too slow for the Premier League now, so he's got to go. But we'll see. He hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see. Like, I feel like they've overpriced him hard in the £65 million bracket to Inter Milan. It's insane. But like I said, I've always said this. I rate Lukaku as much as everyone hates him, and he gets a lot of hate. He just needs the right conditions, the right players around him, and he can do damage. He's a proven goal scorer. He's still so young. He's still got so much growth. I love him. But
he's got that. Yeah. He's got that brick top touch.
He does, man. He's touching. I don't know. He just needs a good preseason. I feel like last year's preseason with Lukaku was like I seen a few of the Instagram videos and stuff with Pogba. These guys are like dancing on video and shit. Like, yeah, we're the best. We're gonna win the bloody Club World Cup. It's just like, well, firstly you got to make it into the Champions League next season, buddies. It's something that they were a bit too hyped and they were a bit too primed for the for the start of the season, and I think that they were kind of like maybe 6-7 games in, not 6-7 games in, but obviously after a few months they were a bit gobsmacked with their positioning, so everything went to shit from there anyway. Anyway,
Greenwood's an option. All right, so who else you got in your forward line?
Greenwood, so you've got Jota as well, so I was on Jimenez all day.
What made you change your mind?
The Wolves fixture pile up, this Europa League fixture pile up. I think that's something that it's like I looked at all the dates. They basically they played yesterday, they play yesterday, day before, whenever it was. They play in a week, and then basically you've got EPL game, and then you've got midweek game. So it's kind of and then obviously EPL game. So they've basically got very competitive fixtures, which they're gonna have to be playing their better players in those games because they're going to want to qualify for the Europa League because it's pretty special to be promoted Europa League. It's Espirito Santo's going to want that.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So, it is a big deal.
Yeah, so obviously Jimenez come back from Mexico, Mexican duties. He hurts me. He'll find his way into my team very soon. But I think Jota's got a full preseason. He's going to be fit. He's ready, roaring. He ended last season like a jet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's hard to look past Jimenez, but yeah, Jota's $1 million cheaper. He's got that preseason, so now I can see why you've included him, and that means the same reason that I've included him in my team. So, all right, mate, move on to your final player. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Whose name is Harry Kane? Who is
Honey Potten Harry Kane.
Who is he?
He's Honey Potten, baby. He's already Honey Dickin.
Oh, he's Honey Potten. Oh, shit. Honey Dickin? He's not Honey Dickin?
It is Honey Dickin.
Oh, man. I feel like I was on Aguero all day, all night, but I've
just noticed your lack of City cover. Interesting.
Yeah. So look, let me explain, all right? Well, look, Laporte is someone that obviously you burned me, he burned me, you burned me last season with Laporte.
He's going to burn you again this season, by the way. Anyway, continue.
Look, I'm not writing him out from being in my team. I think not. My initial team, I might not start with him. It looks like I'm not going to start with him at the moment.
Yeah, that does looks like.
Depends on what happens in the Community Shield. The Community Shield is massive. It's huge because I feel like if
Laporte scores a goal in the Community Shield, he gets in your team.
What's that?
If Laporte scores a goal in the Community Shield, he's in your team.
Oh, not look for Laporte. Laporte's like a shuffle thing. Like all of a sudden, if Aguero starts in the Community Shield and scores,
Yeah.
Aguero might find his way in my team over Kane, and then all of a sudden I need to tinker. Yeah, so all of a sudden, someone like Fraser could kind of find his way out, and then for a cheapie, I don't know, and then you just never know what can happen with the defense as well.
There's
a bit of tinkering potential, especially like Pope out for Edison, that kind of thing. I'm not too sure. I'm really heavily reliant on the Community Shield to see this state of Aguero.
Community Shield, it's the great definer of your first draft for your Game Week 1 team.
It really is, isn't it? I don't want it to be. I really don't want it to be. I'm happy with this team,
especially when it's Liverpool City this season. So you got two massive teams, two teams that you want players from because they're the two best teams in the league. So it's everything. The Community Shield is everything. I mean, even when it's a dead rubber, you get to see these players. They're fit. They're a week away from the Premier League starting. They're ready to go. It's pretty much the best 11 of these two big teams. So it's massive. So I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't want to rely the whole thing on it, but I just know that every single season after the Community Shield, there's always hype. Like I said this to you yesterday. If it happens, I just do not want Sterling in my team. But Sterling just all of a sudden starts up front with Aguero on the bench, starts up front, gets a double or some crazy shit like that. All of a sudden, his percentage is going to go from 20% or whatever it is to say 50% because everyone's like, oh my God, Sterling's got a double. He's starting up front.
Last season, right, prior to the Community Shield, I had Mahrez in my team as my City cover. Mahrez, I don't know what the hell was I thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. But then, thankfully, Mr. Kun Aguero went and scored a brace, and I was like, you know what? I'm an idiot. I'm gonna put Kun in. Mahrez, maybe I'll look at Mahrez, in a few weeks' time.
All right. So I hit you with this. Riddle you this.
Ooh.
If Kun goes and gets a double, this Community Shield, are you considering it?
Absolutely. I mean, that's all he has to do. He has to,
all he has
to do is just bang in a brace, and I'll be like, you know what, Sterling, it's been real, and that's it. Straight away, Kun comes in.
That's funny as. Anyway, look, we've gone off Kane. I've got Kane in my team.
Can you talk about Kane, you idiot?
So yeah, King Kane. I love King Kane. He had reduced minutes last season. I actually did a bit of research into him yesterday, just in the respect of his
2,400 minutes. It's not reduced. It's decent. You got 2,400 minutes. Come on, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but I think it's 3,400 minutes is the
full season. Yeah, about that.
Full season. Yeah, so he missed a lot, man. And when Kane is a player that when he stops starts, that's a Kane you don't want. That's when he's got his cankles and stuff. Kane's cankles. Curious Kane's cankles. His poor bastard's been reeled with injuries last season, wasn't he? He really was. But
injury-prone player.
Yeah, but I feel like he gets targeted. Like I watched the United Tottenham game yesterday, and I think it was Pereira just had this wild tackle that could have killed his preseason. Like killed him. He only got a yellow, and I was like, "You bastard! Like this guy's in my team. Chill out. Like let him play." But yeah. So
Kane, the one thing I like about Kane, they priced him at 11 million. I mean, That's amazing. Yeah, that's what they did with Aguero last season. They priced Aguero at 11 million, and Aguero ended up being an amazing asset for last season because he was 11 million. He was cheap. He was $1 million, cheaper than actually Kane was 12.5 last season. So
it was 12.5.
Yeah, so that's a massive decrease on that. So I mean, at 11 million, we can all look at Kane at some point. If he gets strings, some form together, which he will. And barring injury, he's gonna be a big goal scorer this season. But I still don't like him.
Yeah, I know you don't like Kane. We're aware of that. We're aware of your hatred for Kane.
It's just Spurs, mate. Spurs are just average. If I'm gonna pay big money for a player, I want them to play for Liverpool or City, not for Spurs.
Look, I understand that, but I just love the fact that he averaged the most amount of shots as a striker than anyone else. You know what I mean? Like basically, there's 0.1 or 0.2 off. Anyone else in that category, you know what I mean? That's something that doesn't matter who he's going to be taking their shots. It'll be, what I mean? It'll be Kane and a few other shots from a few other players, but Kane's the guy. Kane's the go-to. Kane is, he's the penalty taker as well. I reckon that he's going to be taking more free kicks as well with Trippier gone.
Interesting. Yeah.
Eriksen's obviously their number one free kick taker. As long as Eriksen stays, I've been hearing rumours, but I reckon he's staying.
Yeah, I reckon he's staying as well.
But yeah, so I reckon that's that's about it. But before I just to summarise,
please.
Community Shield, David Silva. He's someone that I want to own.
7.5 million, man. He's so well priced.
I want to own David Silva. I think that he is a bargain. You know my love affair with David Silva. He's burned me.
It's your last year. Your last year of love affair, baby.
Countless times. He has burned me. I reckon every season he's burned me once. Minimum.
Why do you love him so much?
I just love him though. It was funny because I thought it was over with me and David Silva, yeah? Like, it was one of those seasons in the past. Like, he's just such a good playmaker and he wants to shoot, but he doesn't. But I thought it was over, yeah? I thought my love affair was over. And then Pep obviously became their coach. And Pep just gave him this role that he basically behind a striker and to say, hey, score more goals, you know? Shoot more. I want you to score. And then
so did you call up Dave, like, Dave, listen, I'm sorry, but it's over.
and then as soon as I hang up, I'm like dialing his number again, going, Dave, I'm so sorry, bro. Please, man, I'm getting back my team.
Take me back, Dave. Take me back.
David, come back. He's my boy. I just love his bald head. But even then, it's gone now. He's got hair again, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's come back. He grew back.
He's back. Welcome back. But yeah, so yeah, David Silva and Aguero are the ones I'm looking at, and it could lead to Laporte and Edison. But I'd say one of them. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, what are your thoughts on my team anyway?
Mate, I like it. You know, it's good. Bit different to mine. Kane, I get it. I mean, Kane literally for the price is good. 11 million. Yeah, it's cheaper than the other premium assets, but you need City cover. I've told people that have teams similar to yours that
I know
they don't have City cover. It's like, yeah, okay, good on ya. You know, I get it. But at the same time, man, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off when City beat West Ham 5-0 in the first game week.
Don't say that.
And you're stuck with Kane scoring one goal against Villa. Oh, Kane scored a goal. Yay, he got 9 points. But it doesn't matter because City smashed West Ham. So City smashed teams, yeah. Like, I mean, Spurs are a good team, and yeah, okay, they lost the Champions League final, but they got there. You know, they had this grit. You know, Pochettino's a great manager, and he got them there. But they don't score that many goals. FPL-wise, I want a team that scores goals. And scores a lot of goals. And that's what City do.
However, we're talking about Pep Guardiola here, and the guy likes to tinker. He likes to play with his emotions. Everyone's emotions, including FPL managers. True. So that's something that, like, Sterling is probably the only bloody player. I think that's why everyone loves him so much, because he's nailed on. We know he's going to play most of the time. You know what I mean?
Super nailed.
That's something that we know. Like Bernardo, we've learned that Bernardo is heavily loved by Guardiola as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bernardo Silva. But yeah, like De Bruyne, like there's just so many players. De Bruyne, obviously they signed up Rodrigo for a shit ton of money as well. So yeah, Fernandinho's got a brother there in the defensive midfield part.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah, that's it, man. So it's going to be a bit. It's interesting. Obviously, Mahrez needs to get some minutes as well because he would have demanded a transfer by now.
Surely he will. I mean, he's just going to keep winning trophies by playing 200 minutes a week. A season.
But yeah, so well, we'll see how we go. But anyway, I think that wraps up my team for the time being. And
excellent. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for joining in, guys. And please hit that like button or subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And we will see you guys very soon for another video. And thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much, guys. Also, watch out for our book coming out. Title is still being worked out, but I am working on this book. It will be coming out very, very soon. It's going to be a compendium, a veteran's compendium of basically everything that Joff and I have learned over the seasons playing Fantasy Premier League. And we're going to smack it all into this nice little book. And you know what? We're going to put it out there for you to read. Even writing it, I've noticed that it's actually it's showing me mistakes that I've made in the past that I'm not going to make again. But little things that you make over and over and over again, just because you get so caught up when the players come out and everything comes in, the prices come out, and all of a sudden you're just tinkering with your team. But there's so many fundamentals that you need to stick by, and if you stick by these fundamentals and you learn the game, you get so far ahead in such a small amount of time. So watch out for that.
True.
Other than that, we are FBL Take the Hit. Keep chasing them green arrows.
Stay positive, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.